I'm Ms. Gesille Buot Zambrano, and I'm the Chief Business Development Officer of London School of PR Jakarta. Now it's LSPR, Institute of Communication and Business. I would like to thank Vooya for preparing for me it's really impactful, and the variety of programs that Vooya has prepared made it really interesting and balanced. It's not just in the classroom all the time. There's practical application. There's also cultural immersion, not just education. Flexibility-wise, there's a lot of room for personal things to do, which is good. Very organized, I should say. It was handled well. In terms of expectations, I expected much content-wise. The program was arranged in more dynamic. When I say dynamic, it's a combination of learnings and at the same time fun and more, not only just the classroom setting learning, but also outdoor and practical learning. So I did expect that, and during the entire trip, yes, Vooya met my expectations, and I think I can see that our students also were actually overwhelmed of all those activities. And in fact, we finished the day doing 2 or 3 things. I think there's a day where we had 3 things to do. I can't remember, but it's almost like packed from morning to afternoon. So I should say that we did receive what we want to get. Oh yeah. I think they became more independent, and they appreciate walking much. They are more outgoing and confident. The confidence that I see with our students from going there, they're quite a bit shy, but they came back with more confidence in speaking English and more expressive on their thoughts and their feelings. Having these kind of activities would really give sort of like a internal growth of our students. This is a huge impact in terms of internationalization goals of LSPR, because it gives us the edge of being known to be an international institution. We give opportunities to our students to have an exposure, not just in Indonesia, but outside, not just even in the region, but really global. And having an experience in UK, that is something really far from our students to be exposed to. Having 2 weeks of not just immersion to their culture, but experiencing how to learn in that British environment, that is a huge impact to our institution as a whole. That there is more significant programs that we offer to our students. So that is a plus factor. So far, I am very satisfied. Yes, I think it's the timing of the weather that is so challenging. I would see that the next trip we would try to avoid that there is really challenge of weather. It's also something that is interesting for students to experience winter. An improvement for ourselves, not to Vooya. That's my realization. Like preparing our students on probably mentally, like mindset, like you have to walk a lot. That's number 1. Number 2, comfort food. Do not think of your comfort food because you don't find it. Okay? Number 3 is being independent and responsible. Like lack of sleep. You are exhausted most of the time, but you still have to be professional in a way the next day until you finish the entire trip. So preparation more to ourselves to improve. But to Vooya as it is, I am very satisfied the professionalism that Vooya has supported us, everything from A to Z. That was, for me, being a lecturer to accompany the students was an easy task for me this time, because I know that there is Vooya who would provide everything basically. So I was just participating. that was actually a very good experience for personally, that I don't have to the task that I have is not as heavy as without Vooya around. Otherwise, I myself couldn't handle the situation, like it's just overwhelming for me.